What if I told you there's a single plant, seemingly ordinary, yet possessing extraordinary potential? A plant that could genuinely change everything. A plant that holds the key to a more sustainable and innovative future. Imagine being able to build your house, using materials derived entirely from this plant. Fuel your car, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and paving the way for cleaner transportation. Even make an airplane, utilizing lightweight and durable composites derived from its fibers. Sounds like science fiction, right? A far-fetched dream of a utopian future? But it's real. This isn't some laboratory concoction or a genetically modified marvel. It's been around for thousands of years, cultivated by civilizations throughout history. And for a long time, we weren't even allowed to grow it, stifling innovation and progress. This plant has been misunderstood, mislabeled, and pushed aside, a victim of misinformation and outdated perceptions, all while holding the potential to revolutionize industries we depend on every day, from construction and energy to textiles and manufacturing. I've seen how things are made, the traditional processes, the established methods. Messy, complicated, resource-intensive, often leaving a significant environmental footprint. So when a cleaner, more sustainable way comes along, a solution that minimizes waste and maximizes efficiency, I pay attention. This isn't about futuristic, expensive lab materials requiring complex synthesis and specialized equipment. It's about a humble plant, a weed really that grows readily in diverse climates and requires minimal resources. Our founding fathers like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson grew it, recognizing its immense value to the burgeoning nation. They made rope, essential for maritime activities and countless other applications. Paper for documents, books, and communication, long before the advent of wood-based pulp. And canvas from it, for sails that powered ships across the oceans and covered wagons traversing the land. It was essential, not controversial, a cornerstone of the American economy and way of life. Somewhere along the way, amidst changing social attitudes and political agendas, we lost sight of its value, allowing misinformation to cloud our judgment. So, what is this miracle plant, this versatile and resilient crop that holds so much promise? It's hemp, industrial hemp. And before you jump to conclusions, associating it with recreational drugs, let's get one thing straight. This isn't the stuff that gets you high, it won't produce any psychoactive effects. We're talking about industrial hemp, a distinct and valuable agricultural commodity. A variety of cannabis sativa carefully cultivated for its industrial applications, grown specifically for its fiber and seeds, both of which offer a wide range of uses. It's as different from marijuana, in terms of its chemical composition and intended purpose, as a Saint Bernard is from a coyote, both canines, but with vastly different characteristics and temperaments. For decades, that crucial distinction was lost, leading to widespread confusion and misdirected policies. And a plant with staggering potential was outlawed, hindering innovation and economic growth. But now, the rules are changing, perceptions are shifting, and outdated stigmas are slowly fading away. And people are rediscovering what this incredible crop can do, unlocking its potential for a more sustainable future. Hemp is making a comeback, and it's about time we embraced its versatility and recognized its potential to transform industries. It's not just a dirty job, it's a smart one requiring innovative farming techniques and sustainable practices. Let's dig into why this plant, once relegated to the shadows, could be the key to a more sustainable future, offering solutions to some of our most pressing environmental challenges. Trust me, you'll want to know more about this remarkable plant and the incredible potential it holds. Industrial hemp is often misunderstood, overshadowed by its more famous cousin. But make no mistake, industrial hemp is the blue-collar workhorse of the cannabis family. It's a versatile plant with a rich history and a promising future. The key difference between hemp and other cannabis varieties, THC or tetrahydrocannabinol. This is the compound responsible for the psychoactive effects. Industrial hemp has almost none. By law, it must contain less than 0.3% THC. This minuscule amount ensures that it won't produce any intoxicating effects. It's all about utility, not getting high. You could smoke a whole field of it and get nothing but a headache and a very confused look from your neighbors. It simply doesn't have the chemical makeup to produce any kind of high. Its true value lies in its stalk and seeds, not its flowers. While other cannabis plants are cultivated for their buds, hemp is all about the fiber and the nutritional content. The outer stalk is composed of bast fibers, long, strong strands that run the length of the plant. These bast fibers are some of the strongest natural fibers on Earth, renowned for their durability and tensile strength. They can withstand incredible amounts of stress and strain. For centuries, these fibers were the go-to material for making ropes, essential for everything from maritime activities to agriculture. They were also woven into sails, harnessing the power of the wind to propel ships across the oceans. Hemp sails were known for their resilience and ability to withstand harsh weather conditions, and they were processed into paper that lasted generations, preserving important documents and knowledge for centuries to come. Hemp paper is naturally acid-free, making it incredibly durable. The inner core of the stalk, called hurd, was once considered a waste product, a byproduct of fiber production. But now, it's recognized as a valuable resource and a star ingredient in everything from comfortable and absorbent animal bedding to sustainable and biodegradable plastics, offering an eco-friendly alternative to traditional petroleum-based plastics. Mix hurd with lime and water, a simple yet effective combination, and you get a revolutionary building material, hempcrete. This biocomposite is not only strong and durable but also breathable and carbon negative. And what about hemp seeds? They're nutritional powerhouses packed with protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients. Press them for their oil, a rich source of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, grind them into flour, a gluten-free alternative for baking and cooking, or simply eat them whole as a nutritious and satisfying snack. Every single part of this plant has a use, from the roots to the leaves. There's virtually no waste in hemp processing. From root to leaf, hemp is a model of efficiency, a testament to nature's ingenuity. It's simple, sustainable, and brilliant natural engineering, a plant perfectly adapted to thrive with minimal environmental impact. After decades of being overlooked and misunderstood, we're just now beginning to truly appreciate it again and unlock its full potential. Hemp is ready to get back to work, contributing to a more sustainable and innovative future. Let's take a closer look and see how it grows, from a tiny seed to a towering stalk, ready to be transformed into countless useful products. Growing most crops is tough, constant battles with weather, pests, and needy soil. Most major crops are high maintenance, demanding water, fertilizers, and pesticides. Hemp is the opposite. It's tough, resilient, and grows like a weed because it is one. Plant a seed and it takes off, thriving in a range of climates and soils. It grows fast, up to 15 feet in 4 months. That speed chokes out weeds naturally, so farmers use fewer herbicides. Hemp's dense canopy blocks sunlight, smothering unwanted plants. It's naturally pest-resistant, so little to no pesticides are needed. The result? Cleaner farming, healthier soil, and less chemical runoff. Hemp even improves the soil. Its deep taproot breaks up compacted earth, aerates the ground, and returns nutrients as it decomposes. Farmers who rotate hemp with other crops see better yields and healthier fields. It's called phytoremediation. Hemp cleans and heals the soil. This plant doesn't just take from the earth, it gives back. That's rare in agriculture. Now let's talk about what you get from a field of hemp. When it comes to raw materials, productivity is everything. On a single acre, hemp produces as much fiber as 2 to 3 acres of cotton, using less water and no chemicals. For paper, 1 acre of hemp equals 4 acres of trees, and you can regrow it every year. It's a renewable resource on a human timescale. With hemp, you harvest in the fall and plant again in the spring, a true endless supply chain. While it grows, hemp absorbs carbon dioxide, over 10 tons of CO2 per acre per season. It locks that carbon in its fibers, helping fight climate change. Hemp isn't just sustainable, it's actively reversing environmental damage. It's a factory that cleans up its own mess, and ours too. That's a game changer for how we source materials. Imagine if all our basic goods came from a plant that gives back more than it takes. That's the promise of hemp. But its biggest impact might be in how we build. Let's look at hempcrete. Concrete is everywhere, but making it is dirty. Cement production causes 8% of global CO2 emissions. Enter hempcrete. Mix hemp hurd with lime and water, and you get a lightweight, insulating building material. Hempcrete isn't for foundations but for walls. It's a game changer. It insulates better than fiberglass, keeping homes warm in winter and cool in summer, naturally. No need for harsh chemicals or extra insulation. Hempcrete walls breathe, letting moisture pass through and preventing mold and mildew. They regulate humidity, creating healthier indoor air. Plus, hempcrete is fire-resistant. The lime coating chars, it doesn't burn. It's safer, healthier, and more efficient than traditional walls. Building with hempcrete means building smarter. But the real magic? It's what hempcrete does for the planet. Let's talk carbon. Concrete pollutes. It's a major contributor to global carbon emissions, a significant environmental concern that we can no longer ignore. The production process releases vast amounts of CO2 into the atmosphere, exacerbating climate change. But hempcrete offers a compelling alternative, doing the opposite. It's carbon negative. This innovative building material actively removes carbon from the environment, presenting a sustainable solution for the construction industry. A hempcrete building removes more carbon from the air, acting as a carbon sink throughout its lifespan. It's a stark contrast to traditional construction methods that contribute to greenhouse gas emissions than it emits during construction. The entire process, from cultivation to assembly, results in a net reduction of carbon in the atmosphere. This makes hempcrete a game changer in the fight against climate change. Here's how. Hemp absorbs CO2 as it grows, utilizing photosynthesis to convert atmospheric carbon dioxide into plant matter. This natural process forms the foundation of hempcrete's carbon-negative properties, locking it in the stalk. The carbon becomes an integral part of the plant's structure, effectively sequestering it from the atmosphere. When you turn that stalk into hempcrete by mixing it with a lime-based binder, you're not just creating a building material. The carbon stays trapped in your walls. It remains safely stored within the hempcrete matrix, preventing its release back into the atmosphere. The lime binder absorbs even more CO2 as it cures, undergoing a process called carbonation, turning back into limestone. This further enhances the carbon sequestration capabilities of hempcrete, solidifying its status as a carbon-negative material. So every wall is a carbon sink, actively drawing down CO2 from the atmosphere and storing it for the long term, not a carbon source. It's a fundamental shift in how we approach construction, moving away from materials that contribute to climate change and embracing those that help mitigate it. Imagine if every new home, office, or school was built this way. The potential for carbon sequestration would be enormous. Our cities could become massive carbon capture machines, actively working to reverse the effects of climate change. Hempcrete can also speed up construction, streamlining the building process and reducing overall project timelines. Prefab panels go up in days, not weeks, accelerating the construction schedule significantly. That saves money, reducing labor costs and minimizing project overhead, and gets buildings weather-tight fast, protecting the structure from the elements and preventing moisture damage. So hempcrete is a better insulator, providing superior thermal performance compared to conventional building materials. Healthier, creating a more comfortable and breathable indoor environment. Fire-resistant, offering enhanced safety and protection against fire hazards. Carbon negative, actively removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. And faster to build with, making it an efficient and sustainable construction solution. It sounds too good to be true, almost like a miracle material, but it's real. Hempcrete is a viable and effective building material that is already being used in projects around the world. This is practical innovation, a tangible solution to the challenges of sustainable construction. Not fantasy, it's grounded in science and proven through real-world applications. The world is already building with hempcrete, embracing its potential to transform the construction industry. Let's see how it's working in the real world, examining successful hempcrete projects and their impact. The results are impressive, showcasing the versatility and effectiveness of hempcrete as a building material, and they're just getting started. The future of hempcrete construction is bright, with new projects and innovations emerging all the time. Here's what's happening around the globe. A glimpse into the growing movement of hempcrete construction worldwide. Hempcrete isn't just theory, it's being used worldwide. France started using it in the 1990s to restore medieval houses, and now thousands of hempcrete buildings stand across Europe. In the UK, hemp homes stay warm and dry in winter. In Australia and South Africa, they stay cool in the heat. The US was late to the party, but now hempcrete homes are popping up everywhere, from North Carolina to Washington. One Canadian home even skipped a furnace, relying on hempcrete's insulation and a wood stove to stay warm through brutal winters. These homes prove hempcrete works in any climate. They're energy efficient, mold resistant, and comfortable year-round. It's a vision of homes that need radically less energy to live in. Hempcrete is just the beginning. Hemp's uses are nearly endless. Its strong bast fibers make durable, breathable fabrics better for the planet than cotton. The automotive industry uses hemp composites for lightweight, strong car parts. Lighter cars mean better fuel efficiency and safety. Hemp fibers also make natural insulation, biodegradable plastics, and even kitty litter. Hemp-based plastics can replace petroleum plastics and fully biodegrade. Hemp paper is more durable, needs less bleaching, and can be recycled more times than wood pulp. We've forgotten that disposable products don't have to come from trees or oil. Hemp offers a better way for countless products. It's not about one use, it's a platform for a sustainable economy. The possibilities are almost endless. and innovators are running with them. Every revolution needs pioneers, and hemp has plenty. DIY hemp building kits are making it easy for anyone to build with Hempcrete. No contractor required. The tiny house movement loves hemp for its lightweight and insulation. Innovators are designing prefab kits and sharing knowledge, making green homes accessible. Workshops and online communities are spreading the word. It's a grassroots movement built by people who believe in a better way to build. They're not just selling products, they're selling the idea that anyone can build a healthy, sustainable home. And they're proving it, one project at a time. Houses, cars, and now, an airplane made from hemp. Hemp Earth built a flyable plane with a hemp composite body, lighter and stronger than aluminum. The plan is to power it with hemp biofuel too. This isn't just a stunt, it's proof of hemp's potential. If you can build a plane from hemp, you can build almost anything. The hemp plane is a symbol of what's possible when we rethink materials. Sometimes the future comes from a simple field of green. We just have to be willing to look. We've gone from seed to sky, all thanks to hemp. Big changes start with small steps and a willingness to try something new. The hemp revolution will be driven by regular people making smart choices. Start small. Try a hemp shirt, eat some hemp seeds, or choose hemp products. Or get your hands dirty. Mix up a batch of hemp-lime plaster for a garden project. 4 parts hemp hurd, 1 part lime, a little water. Mix, pack, and see what this plant can do. As you work, remember, hemp heals the soil, cleans the air, and builds a better future. The future doesn't have to pollute. It can be grown. Turning things around is a big job, but it starts with curiosity and action. Don't be afraid to get a little hemp on your hands. You might just be building the future.